Hi everybody, Dizzy and Rose here. I'm going to attempt to do something slightly different and I'm actually going to do like a back to front gel polish. So like I'm going to put a soak off gel polish on and then I'm going to be putting some Fimo and a coat of gel to see. I just want to see what it looks like and see if it looks like the Fimo is floating. I'm actually going to be using the gelaze polishes, and I'm going to be using the four of the cocktail collection. I have prepped my nails and I'm basically just going to do a thin layer of base coat over the nails to start off with. With the gelaze base coat. In the cocktail collection you can get from Essential Nails, and they are, if you buy the whole set, it is actually $59.99, and I must admit I am very impressed with them. There's only one that I can't really tell a huge difference, but that's great for someone who just wants a subtle difference. And basically it works on a temperature, and if your hands are cold then you'll get the deeper of the colours, and then if they're warm you'll get the lighter of the colours. So that's my base coat done. I'm just going to cure that in the lamp for 45 seconds. And the first one I'm going to apply is the Tequila Sunrise. And this goes from a orange, and if you warm it goes to a yellow colour. This is really a dramatic colour change in this one. Now these colours are much thicker than the other gelaze colours. I don't know if that is because of the colour changing pigments in them, I don't know. Now you just want to be putting a very thin layer over the nail to begin with. You can see it's a very like reddy orangey colour. Now the good thing about the soak off gels is that you have actually got plenty of time to manoeuvre. As it doesn't sit unless it's under the lamp. So that's my first layer of that. And I'll cure that for 45 seconds. And I don't know if you can see, but the yellow is already coming through because obviously it's a bit warmer under the lamp. So you'll get like a streaky colour, and I'm just going to do a second coat of this. Now they normally only take the 2 coats, so not forgetting the free edge. I really enjoy working with these soak off gels. I must say they are the better of the gels I've used so far, is like the makes of such. And I've got quite a few makes. I've even got Essential Nails Gelax originals, and they're really good, but these are like much better. And you can see it's much yellowy. Now the second finger, I'm not putting a top coat on this by the way, because obviously I'm going to be doing a coat of gel and stuff, is Pink Cosmos, and this goes I think from like a really deep purple to a very pale pink. So we'll get our first coat on of this. As you can see on the brush, it's a very deep purple. just got a little bit on the finger skin. I don't want that. So it's a very nice thin layer, and I'm going to cure that for another 45 seconds. Now we're going to do our second coat. And we'll cure that for 45 seconds. Hi guys, sorry about that, my charger in my camera gave up the ghost, shall we say. All I have done is applied this fourth nail, which is the Purple Rain, and it goes from a deep purple to a pale blue. In fact, it's not really deep, it's not as deep as that one, but this one's glittery. So what I'm going to do now is apply some gel and then attach some of the Fimo love hearts that I've put in my palette here ready. So we'll just do that, a very thin layer. Just over the top. This is only actually an experiment, so I don't know how well it will turn out, hence that's why I'm doing it on the hand, practice hand, rather than a real person, because it doesn't look good. Don't want to be stuck with it, but it's good to just have a play about and with little ideas that you have. So even if they may seem a bit silly at times, oops, that's too much gel. Get off. And I'm going to attach the Fimo on top of these uncured gel before I cure it, just so that hopefully the Fimo will stay in place. I'm not too worried over it being really balanced out. I think that's probably the word I'm looking for. Okay, so just move the gel out of the way. And I'm not really looking for a particular colour or colourway. I'm just going to have a little play about. I've not really used Fimo as such in my nail art before, but using the hearts on all the nails will tie them in. Oops. Does not want to get stuck. There we are. So I'm just going to cure this for 2 minutes under a UV lamp. Right, so that's been cured, and I'm going to do another layer of hard gel over the top to encapsulate the Fimo hearts, and hopefully if I've done it right, they won't move. which they don't seem to be moving. Now, depending on how thick your Fimo is, it might take 2 or 3 layers, just so that you can't feel the Fimo sticking out. I'm putting a fairly thick layer on, just to make sure they are encapsulated. I'm just manoeuvring the gel around and then brushing it forward so you've still got it fairly thin at the edges, at the free edge I should say. I'm just gently rolling the gel down. Now, to me these look like they're already popping the hearts. I don't think they give so much the floating dimension that I actually wanted. And then we're going to cure that for another 2 minutes. So there's the nails are fully cured, so I've just got to do the wipe off solution. I don't know if you can tell, they're the very palest of colours now. I'm sure when I put this on it'll probably go cooler, so like the hearts will show up better in different colour types. Another one. And I think I shall do a little bit of filing because they are a little bit rough, and then after that I might do a little bit of nail art, just some dots or something. Here we can see they are actually going the darker colours now. So I'll do the filing, guys, and then I will get back to you once doing my nail art. Right, so that's my filing done. What I'm going to do is I'm still going to stick with the gelaze collection, and I'm just going to add some little dots here and there with satin sheets onto. So all I've done is put a little bit in my pot, and I'm going to get the smallest of the dotting tool end, and I'm just going to randomly add a couple of dots here and there, just around the hearts mainly. Just to add that little extra detail. And you can actually do this with normal nail polish if you desire, but I just wanted to keep with the gelaze soak off. Yeah, gelaze soak off, got it right the first time. Just going to add a couple more onto this one. I might even go around it and go off the nail with that one. And then all we do with this is cure it for 45 seconds in the lamp. Then we are just going to take the gelaze top coat and top coat it all and use the wipe off solution, and then we will be done. I do like it when the top coat comes on, because that's when you get the real feel of what it is they look like. I remember when I first started doing these, and it was like you're scratching it all with the filing, and then it's like, wow, you put a top coat on and voila. Right, so they're all top coated and we're just going to cure again. Right, so they have been cured, so again you need to take your wipe off solution and your lint free wipe, take the tacky layer off, them all. And all in all, I'm quite pleased with how they have turned out, to be fair. Not quite as I wanted as in like the popping, but I do think they do stand out a bit more with having the colour underneath and then the gel on top. So what I'll do, guys, so you get the full effect of the gel colour change, so I'll go and get some warm water and some cold water, and then you can see the changes for yourself. So we'll see you in a minute. Right guys, I've got some boiling water here. It doesn't need to be boiling, it's just, it was easier to just boil the kettle, just so it'll go quicker. So I'm just going to dip the hand in. As you can see, just with the steam alone it has changed the colours out anyway. So I'm just going to pop them in, give it a second or so, and voila, look at the bright colours they are. And then I'm just going to actually just dip the tips into the ice if I can. I don't know if this is going to work with all four. No, it's probably better off doing them all with the ice first. It isn't the easiest thing to try and show. Maybe if it was in a real hand it would be much easier. Right, so that's what colours they'll be when they're cold. And let's just try and dip the tips in. Trouble is with the steam, it changes so rapidly. And see, it already has. But hopefully you can get the gist. So you can see the two tones here with the Tequila Sunrise, and you've got the, I've forgotten what they're all called now, I'm really sorry. Cosmic Pink, I think that one was, and Sea Breeze, and I think this one was Purple Rain. But what I can do for you guys is, I think I've got them here on the stencils, so yes. So there is another two, so I can show you those two as well. So we'll just go with the El Diablo, which looks like this in the tub. I hope that's how you pronounce it right. I'm just going to put this into there for a second, and it was already cold anyway, and then just dip it into the hot, and that's the colour change with that one. Then you've got the Tequila Sunrise. It's already cold, so it's pointless me putting it in, and there's the colour change with that one. Then you have Purple Rain. I'll just dip it into the cold, into the hot, and I'll also dip it into the cold because I'd left it there too long. And that's the colour change with that. Then you've got Flirtini. This is the one that I didn't think you could see a huge colour change in. So that's it when it's very cold. And there you are. When it's, you can actually see it. It's just not as much as the others, but I actually quite like that because it is more subtle. So it's like evening and day really. If it was a really hot day, then you'd have the paler colour, and then at evening you'd have that. So then we've got the Sea Breeze, and there's the colour change in that. Last of all, not least, is the Pink Cosmo, which is purple, and then we'll just dip it into there, and there's your colour change. So I hope you've liked this tutorial. If you would like to purchase any of these Gelaze gels from Essential Nails, I will put a link down below. I just want to say that I don't actually work for or get any money or anything like that from Essential Nails. I just like to do these videos for fun and to share what good products they do and what other companies do too. But these to me are the best soak off gels I have tried to date. So thanks for watching guys, and see you soon. Bye.